Okay. I want you to look at page 118. We're going to talk about unit rates today, and unit rates sometimes have complex fractions in it. I wanted to make sure you understood what they meant. A unit rate is something that has a denominator that has a unit of 1. If they had 60 miles in 2 hours, I've got to make sure my denominator is a 1 to be a unit rate. So to get my denominator to be a 1, they divided both the numerator and denominator by 2. So it was 30 miles in 1 hour, 30 miles per hour. To be a unit rate, that's what it's talking about. The denominator has to be a what? It has to be a 1. A complex fraction is any time you see a fraction divided by a fraction. And we very seldom see them written this way. We often see them written this way, which is just what we got done doing with our bell work. This really is what type of fraction? It's a what? It's a complex fraction, because I could have written it this way. Okay. Where it says your turn, number 3. What page is that? 119. The nice thing about unit rates is it tells you which way you're going to have to set things up. They're asking me to find a unit rate. It says Paige mows 1/6 of an acre in a quarter of an hour. How many acres does Paige mow per hour? So they want the acres on the top and they want the hours on the bottom. So they're saying 1/6 of an acre divided by 1/4 of an hour. Remember that this could be written this way. 1/6 divided by 1/4. What's our rule? Keep, change, flip. Keep the 1/6. Change division to multiplication and multiply by the reciprocal. Flip it over. What will go into both 4 and into 6? 2. 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 6 3 times. This is going to come up to 2/3. This is 2/3 of an acre per 1 hour. The denominator is still a what? A 1. It's a unit rate. 2/3 of an acre per hour. Question.
So when you're doing the 1/6 of the 1/4,
Mm-hmm.
doing it like that, the number that's on the top, you would do that one as the first one.
That's correct.
Would that work every time?
That's correct. This is always the one you're going to keep. This is what you're going to change. This is what you're going to flip. Would I take the time to rewrite it this way? Not me. I'm doing that for your benefit, so that you can see how that's written. Should be 2/3 of an acre per hour. It says how many acres does she mow per hour? 2/3 of an acre per hour.
So write it like how you have it.
2/3 of an acre per hour.
Is that ACRE?
ACRE, acre. Everybody okay with this example? Can I go forward to the next question?
So you have it the 2/3 is on the line and then 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Would that mean like per?
That's correct. You'd read this as 2/3 of an acre per 1 hour. I just wanted to see that my denominator is a what? Is 1. Because to be a unit rate, what's my denominator have to be? My denominator has to be a 1. Some people are going to look at this and say my denominator is a 3. But it's 2/3 of an acre in 1 hour. So it is a unit rate because my denominator is really a 1. Okay? It is simply division to find a unit rate. That's all it is. And you've got to remember that no matter what you're dividing, you've got to follow the rules for division. Are we good? Let's take a look at number 4. Greta uses 3 ounces of pasta to make 3/4 of a serving. How many ounces are there per serving? So again, they tell me how to set it up. They want the ounces in the numerator and the servings in the denominator. They told me 3 ounces. They told me 3/4 of a serving. This is really the same as 3 divided by 3/4. And remember, we would keep, change, flip 3 times 4/3. What do I think of the 3 as being? 3/1. What would happen to the 3's? They would cross cancel and both become a 1. So I'm going to get 4/1, or we would say 4 ounces per serving. It's easy enough? Everybody say okay so far? Can I go to the next page? No. It's all right. Am I good now? Let's take a look at number 5 on page 120. One tank is filling at a rate of 3/4 of a gallon in 2/3 of a minute. A second tank is filling at a rate of 5/8 per gallon in a half a minute. Which tank is filling faster? I'm going to call this tank A. I'm going to call this tank B. In order to compare them, I have to make sure that I'm comparing unit rates to see which one's filling faster. 3/4 of a gallon per 2/3 of a minute. 5/8 of a gallon per half of a minute. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. 3/4 times 3/2. Will anything cross cancel here? 2 doesn't go into 3, 4 doesn't go into 3. 3 times 3 is? 4 times 2 is? 8. So they're talking about 9/8 of a gallon per what? Per minute. 9/8 could be thought of as 1 1/8, right? Keep. 5/8. Change division to multiplication. Multiply by 2/. Now, although I could cross cancel here, notice my denominator here is a what? And to keep my denominator an 8 so it's easy to make the comparison, 5 times 2 is 10. Which one's filling faster? Tank B is filling faster because 10/8 of a gallon per minute is greater than 9/8 of a gallon per minute.
So you put 10 and then it equals 5/4 per minute?
I'm sorry.
So you would put tank B that equals 5
Tank B is the better one.
Yeah.
And why? It's 5/4 of a gallon per minute. And where did the 5/4 come from? It came because we simplified 10 over 8. I think it knocked on the door next door. Everybody good? No. Now somebody knocked on the door. Am I good now? Can I go? No.
Above the where it says filling, do you have to put that?
No. I just wanted to make sure that you could see that I was talking about which one was A and which one was B. The first tank I called tank A and the second tank I called tank B.
So do you have to put B though?
No. Are we okay now? There's your assignment.